All right, it's your boy DJ Johan, Takeover Radioshow, and like I said, a very special guest on the phone line right now. Why don't you go ahead and state your name, man?
What's going on, people in Long Beach? This is Maurice from Love and HipHop. Maurice is actually now Maurice is ex-manager.
Ex-manager. How did all that happen?
Actually, we had to let it go in September, but you'll see it on the show that we kind of started having a little not, eye-to-eye differences. I think you'll see it next Monday coming up that the ego of people's heads is bigger than the reality of their lives, but we try to deflate that as a management company. We try to get artists to realize that everything is done in baby steps. So sometimes you don't always see eye to eye. And, she is a tall girl, so getting up there to get her to see eye to eye was not an easy reach.
All right, man. So what's next for you? What you got going on next?
I'm sorry?
What's next for you? What do you have in the future plan? What are your future plans after Samaya?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I said, what are your plans after Samaya now? Like, what do you plan on working?
Oh, that's the thing with our company is we've been doing this for 10 years. Unfortunately, my introduction to the TV world was not the one I wanted it for season one. But in realisticness, we've been working with clients from Alicia Keys to Samsung Casio. I worked with Guru, Mr. Cheeks back in the day. We used to manage him. So we've been doing this for a hot minute. Our company is not our company is called Media Monopoly Group, and we've been managing people for almost 10 years now. So not having Samaya doesn't really hurt the brand. It actually kind of helps it.
No, okay. I see where you're going with it. So who do you have that's coming up on the next? Who should we be looking for coming out of your account?
I think if you got, I know you guys are familiar with Miss Marianne Gibson, the creative director for Lady Gaga, who just kind of are going to get split up. Our LA office handles her. In New York, we have this amazing young girl that we've been working with John Legend for the last 8 months. Her name is Gabby Bormeo, and she's a big talent, real serious singer, young girl, 17 years old. And we have her with everybody. Right now, we just got the studio with her with Rockwilder, and he's producing some amazing tracks for her. So, the game never stops, and we're going to be over at Sundance producing one of our big events every year that we produce at Sundance. Everybody's just on the business side, we're never really too bad. But on the TV side, it wasn't the best look for our company, but, we all wish Maya the best, and we think that, she is talented, she is an incredible hustler, she represents LA, and, on that note, you can't knock somebody's hustle like hers, because she's been doing it and grinding harder than any other female hip-hop artist I know outside of Nicki Minaj.
Wow, that's a pretty big comparison right there,
I mean, she's a hustler. I cannot take away from her. Anytime a girl can turn around and get 31 million views on her MySpace and have over 1 million people here, 100,000 there, 80,000 on her Twitter, and all the stuff that she grinds, and she does it all on her own, you can't knock her hustle. Now, it's unfortunate that the labels don't see it the same way. But, her grinding, you can't beat it.
Well, that's dope. I mean, I haven't got to see what exactly happened between the two of you, but is it any possibility in the future you guys could get back together, or is it just definitely never going to happen again?
It's probably never going to happen, but we do wish her the best. I mean, like I said, sometimes, personalities and the TV game is a real fucked up game because, I don't know if I can curse, but it really is a messed up game because the show is really based around rating. It doesn't really care about what's real person's life. So I personally felt being on the show was damaging to her career because the show doesn't show her the best life. And they don't want to feature some of the positive things she's doing. So if you look at the show, the first episode, we had to have a huge fight. These girls had to get into it. And that's all for real.
Hey, speaking of fights, was that situation with you and Jim Jones and his homie, was that a real situation?
Unfortunately, because I'm not under a confidentiality agreement, that shit was fake.
Wow.
Jones 5 years ago started his clothing line. And Mama Jones is a good friend. So it's kind of crazy when you see these situations. And the unfortunate part, when you see the situation happen, and then they don't show the resolution, they only edit it for you to only see the negative aspect of it, it kind of just demeans the idea of who we are as a society of minorities.
Well, welcome to the world of entertainment.
Yeah, that's entertainment. But, you know, the unfortunate part, when people think reality TV, not all the people think that they don't have the capacity to realize the shit is fake. They have only the capacity to think the shit is real. And it's unfortunate because a lot of this stuff is made for TV. So
that whole altercation when Jim Jones came into the bar when Olivia was at the bar or whatnot, you guys was all chilling, that was all set up, made for TV, huh?
It really was. The way the producers work out the concepts, they set up the scenario where they don't tell one person one thing, and then when you get there, you get that element of surprise. So your face looks all fucked up, and you're like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?"
Hey, chill on the cussing, my man. Chill on the cussing for me, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to curse.
No, it's all good. Go ahead.
So you know, when they throw the element of surprise in your face, you're completely shocked, and you're like, "Oh!" And then when because that whole argument between me and Jimmy happened for like about a half an hour.
Damn.
I only got to see a minute and a half of like straight up editing, so it was edited to look that way. It kind of sucks. Not my highlight. Not my best professional highlight.
I feel you on that.
Yo, this is Maurice from Love and HipHop, and listening to the Takeover Radioshow. Cali's holding it down over there. I support Cali. I live in Cali 65% of the year. Nothing better than Cali. All true. Good
looking, baby boy. You be easy out there, man. Take care, man. Any new music, send it our way. We'll play it first.
Well, definitely look out for Samaya's record, Fuego, that Mini Mafia has done for her. Mini Mafia lives in LA. They're LA-based now producers, and they're doing great things. They did 50 Cent's 21 Questions, and, they've done a bunch of great records with a lot of big artists. So look out for Fuego, and definitely keep an eye out for Gabby Gourmel. She's the next big artist that's coming out, and check her out at IamGabby.com. One beat.
All right, man. Before you go, you got a Twitter or Facebook? You want people to find out if they need to find you?
Yeah, if they want to check me out. My life is pretty boring on Twitter. I'm too busy to tweet. But it's Maurice Manager at Twitter.com.